Hello, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and I've got, well, this is not a Fanhome R2 box that just came in. In fact, this is my Fanhome R2 pieces and issues that are not complete yet, that I haven't gotten to yet. It's starting to come together. There's a droid in there. It's starting to look like 3PO when Chewie walks in with an investment after he'd gotten blown apart. That's what we have. But underneath there, we have not one, but two. And I am thrilled to say that a huge push forward is going to happen now. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that all of the issues up to it goes up to like the 60s, mid 60s, I think. And I think there's just one. I think we go up to 65, and I think 63 is the only one missing, if I'm not mistaken. So I can go through the build and get all the way through to the 60s, to the mid 60s, maybe 63. I'm going to stop there. And then that'll be a good push forward. There's like 10 to 15 issues here. So, and again, each of the, for those who don't realize, this is a R2D2 fan build. This is by, this is like Fanhome. All right, fanhome.com. You can build all sorts of stuff. You can build DeLoreans. You can build Iron Man suits, all sorts of cool things. This is an interactive, it says AI app. I don't know how AI it is, but an interactive, build your own R2. It's half scale, right? A little bit bigger than the ones you get at Galaxy's Edge. Probably closer in size to that interactive one that they came out with in the early 2000s. So I've been kind of taking this a little bit at a time. I try to give you updated episodes as we go. The thing is that every time they've been sending me, I was actually recording an episode just last week, and I realized that it was missing 2-3 magazines. By the way, it comes with a magazine, and then it comes with a little model piece kit that you put together. Sometimes the model piece kit you get works for itself. It's just something you put together and then put it aside. Sometimes it goes to a bigger piece. Okay. Sometimes it's something you put aside for a later piece. You know, it just depends on the issue. The magazine itself is a very short magazine, but it's really cool. It kind of gives you some behind the scenes. It documents the making of Star Wars and the original trilogy. It gives you some behind the scenes information. So a lot of it I didn't know, and I've followed a lot of Star Wars behind the scenes, but I didn't know some of these things. And that's kind of cool. Then it goes into like in-universe explanations of different droids, different types of droids, the different series, the fictional companies that make them, that kind of thing. And then it gives you some real-world science about robotics and droid and robotics, robotics and robotics. You know what I mean? Like the science of robotics and the different things that go into it. So that's really, really cool. But the problem is that, at first I was getting, issues 1 through 6. Then issues 7 through 12, then issues 8 through 20, and everything's going along great. Then I get to issue number 21, and and then go to 21, and 22 isn't there. It goes 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, but no 22. So I'm like, all right, well, I do issue 21, and I do the model part, but then I get to 22, and now I'm not a model builder, guys. I'm not a model builder. I'm not that skilled as of an engineer. So for me, I kind of need the instructions in the order they come, one at a time. I mean, if they want to send them to me all at once and I'll do them one at a time, that's fine. Now I get it. They're probably shipping pieces out from other parts of the world. We have all these tariff things going on. I don't even want to know how this is affecting companies like D'Agostino, who does Fanhome, and how they're managing. I was nervous that I'm just going to get a letter in the mail that says, sorry, we have to stop it. That would stink, because now I end up with half a model and it's stuck. Now there's been no issue of that. There's been no mention of that. So I'm assuming that's not going to happen, but still, weighs on your mind. Anyway, I was happy to report that I think we are all caught up to like the mid 60s. So let's get on this. Let's put a high speed build. I mean, as I said, it's not that exciting. That's why I'm putting on high speed. It'll be a couple of hours for me, probably. Will be a few seconds for you, but let's get to it and see what we got. Okay, so we managed to get all the way up through 60. We don't have a issue 60, so 61 will have to wait. There's the issue. I always keep the issue and the magazine with the stuff I've worked on so far. So I'm probably going to start using 2 boxes as this is, I mean, I had 2 boxes, 3 boxes, 2 of the stuff that came in the mail, and then I have, this is kind of where all the pieces go. Oh, I just realized that this one might have come out. I'm going to have to look for where to put that. I guess that would go here. No, that doesn't go there. Okay, I'm not exactly sure where that one goes. Huh, it's kind of weird. Okay. Is it here? Might go here. No, oh yeah, that goes there. Okay, I can fix that. All right, so what are the things that, let's talk about the dome first. We'll kind of go around. All right, in general, guys, let's talk specifics. Dome is basically each week I got a new, or each month I got another one of these things. They put these 2 little pieces of tape, double sticky tape. They're really microscopic. I was able to get one of them to work the first time I got it. I don't even know if I have that one to work, honestly. They're horrible. They are the worst thing ever. They don't come apart. Or you end up pulling the whole thing out. No good. So I just used some foam tack, which is basically just a tacky glue. Similar, it's meant for foam rubber, but it seems to work well with other things too. So I've decided to just use that. Generally speaking, it seems like everything dries pretty well. Although I will say that it might need reinforcing, and I am hopefully it doesn't cause any issues for other things. Next up, they gave me some new circuit boards and some testers to test to see if things work. Most of everything worked. Okay, the testing of this thing, this is the lightsaber ejector, all right, and it worked. Some of the sensors worked. I will say that I think there is an error in what they sent me. If you look here and you see this is the bottom of the foot. This is the foot I just completed. So now we have 2 legs, right? Complete, everything ready to go. But down here, you see these 2 holes here, right here, okay? That's for a sensor. This piece that they sent, this footing is the exact same thing, okay? So these 2 holes are supposed to be up here. So this piece, this foot piece, is the same. It's exactly the same as this, and it's supposed to be opposite. Okay, so I'm going to email them and let them know. I just got to track down which exact issue that is, and see if they can send me a replacement foot. They're pretty good with that kind of stuff. I don't really want a whole. Sometimes they'll drop a whole magazine in, and I'm like, just to let you know, that's not the problem. So I will go back and check. But this one does line up right. Now, because of that, those are actually sensors. So when I tried to test the sensor, that wasn't working, okay? So that was a problem. It's not something that's a major issue right now, but the reason the sensor wasn't working is because the light itself was being blocked by the base. So that's it. Everything else seems to be working fine, okay? So really my only 2 issues with this right now are, well, there's one, definitely an error piece. But again, I don't want to put that on. Look, there's thousands of little pieces to this stuff, okay? It's not out of the realm of possibility that they're going to have issues. Like issues with the issues, if you will. The fun tack, the sticky stuff, I would say, is not good. I think that's a bad call, and I think that they should consider something better for that. But that is what we have, so that's what we're dealing with. So I'm not going to be too concerned with it. But so far, at least they have caught up most of the way. Up through issue 60. I did find, for whatever reason, issue 47, I didn't have the magazine. I had the parts, I had this thing for issue 47, but not the issue. I don't know whether they didn't send it or whatever. That's not as big of an issue because you can find all of the issues, except there have been online things that have happened. So, they make PDFs of everything, so you can find it all online. So that's not bad. All right. And in this issue, they sent me a nice R2D2 hat, which it's a little small, I think. Kind of feels a little bit like a small hat, so I don't know if I'm going to keep this one or not. But, hey, it's a hat. And they also sent me some more cardboard magazine holders to work on another, I guess, the next set. So that is where we stand. We are, we have our dome, we have our inner dome, our outer dome. We have 2 legs and feet all together. We have the lightsaber component, and we have a bunch of the Pro Logic circuits. I would imagine that the next go around or 2, we will start getting the body, the torso, if you will, and we will start doing that. It looks like we're pretty much ready for that. So as I said, I am going to probably let 1 or 2 or even 3 packages come and then work on them all together when I have time, and then I'll give you guys an update then. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Check me out on Instagram and Bluesky. Darth Tuba's unboxing page on Facebook. Also check me out on Whatnot. By the time of this video, I'm hoping to have set up at least weekly or semi-weekly Whatnot shows where you can check out the things that I'm selling and make some purchases. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys and the models be with you.